up, everyone? It's Rick here at UTVSource.com. You guys remember Thad at Fabwerx? We got all of his stuff up on the website so you can check it out whenever you want to get a Fabwerx built side-by-side cage or doors. It's up on the site. Anyways, this is a new project. This is a 2020 Polaris XP Pro. It has the dynamic live valve shock system in it, the screen, the backup cameras, everything. This is the Rockford Fosgate system. It's loaded from the factory OEM style. And a customer called me, asked me what car I think he should be getting into, and I told him, let's get this car. So picked him up a car over at Coin Power Sports. They dropped it off at the house, and today I'm over here at Fabwerx, and we're gonna
a little brainstorming.
Pretty much. This guy who owns the car is 6'7", 6'8", so he's like two of me. So the car's really cool. It's got everything you need. It's wider interior versus the Turbo S right now, so that's one of the reasons why we went with this car. First thing the customer wants to do is make it a long travel car. It is already long travel, but it's a 64-inch wheelbase. So we're gonna make that 72, 73 by using an HCR Turbo S long travel kit, which is, it's the XP Pro long travel kit, but it's gonna use some Turbo S parts like the spindles and the axles to go right in. So right off the bat, we're doing that. Obviously, it's gonna get some PRP seats and harnesses. Our job is to figure out how to get a 6'7", 6'8" guy into this car comfortably and make it look badass and be safe and function, because he has a lot of wants on this car. A lot of wants. It's got, we're gonna do a front windshield, window nets that are removable, custom cage, roof rack, probably an actuated light bar. We need to reorganize the speakers in the back because I think they look stupid back there. All new doors. We're gonna do some high offset method wheels on this. They're a 5-inch wide wheel. It's gonna make the tire a little bit skinnier and stand up, and it's also gonna bring the wheel back in to correct some of the steering geometry that an offset wheel would create. So I don't want to make this a 76-inch wide car. So we're going to go with those, probably a set of Tensor tires, rugged radios, communication center. Customer being 6'7", 6'8", going to have some challenges because automatically it's going to push the seat back. So that's a challenge. Luckily for us on the XP Pro model, the steering wheel is telescoping, so it goes up and down and pulls in and out, which is really cool. You don't need to change the steering wheel because all the functions are in the steering wheel as well, for the radio and the shocks. The other request is a roof rack to be able to remove the back seats and have storage for his long trips. So customer wants a Yeti cooler in it that he can access easily. We're going to get some roto packs in it for extra fuel for range when he's out in Mexico. Probably a King Shocks jack to put in there to lift the car up to change a tire. We've got to figure out how to creatively put a spare in this thing.
Yes.
There's no room.
We'll figure that out.
Lights from KC Highlights. Basically everything. We're going to do a Trinity exhaust. We're probably going to do a tuner. It's got a lot of requests, and it's going to grow as we start this build because this one's going to require some custom work. And that's okay because we're at the right spot. We're gonna figure this out. Let's do a little quick walk around. Dad's gonna check it out, and he'll probably be mumbling about some stuff.
I mumble really well. How much does it telescope?
How tall are you, Thad?
6'2".
6'2", you want to sit in there?
Yeah.
Give you guys an idea. Polaris claims this is the lowest cage they've ever built on a production model.
Oh, so
it's got a good stroke on it, yeah. That's pretty cool. This is one of the reasons why I wanted him to get into this car. So our customer is going to be roughly right there. So we've got to figure this out.
It's all the way back.
Yeah, that's all the way back.
Not horrible though.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So move the seats back 4 or 5 inches.
Yep.
And then you'll be able to
pop that back to you.
Yep.
Pretty interesting that they put the speakers on the A pillar here from Rockford Fosgate, and they slide up and there's your connection. Get those moved around. The doors I'm already thinking, I don't like how they inset on the rocker, so we're gonna tuck those out like that.
Pop
Give it
them out. We'll have the tube. We'll do our, bring the tube down. Across.
Yeah.
Flip that corner a little bit.
A little higher door.
Yeah.
Back seats are getting deleted. It's a stadium seating car, meaning, guys, you can see that the front seats sit lower than the rear seats. So they brought this back, which is gonna create another challenge for us on the rear, but I think we can handle it. We're gonna move those speakers, as they just look, they don't look right, basically. By the eye, they just don't look right. We've got some ideas, Thad. What are you thinking on the C-pillar back here? The double bar thing.
Well, we're definitely gonna be ditching all that. Maybe do, come up, fabricate a boxed setup, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty basic the way they got it, but.
Yeah. Something that'll follow this
Yeah.
line, not outside of it.
Yeah, they kind of married this piece of plastic to that, so I don't want to say you have to stick to that, you know, as far as the lines. But
We can cut this car up.
I tend to like to blow everything this way rather than this way.
Right.
So with him coming back, this isn't going to work.
No.
You don't want your head here.
No.
So obviously we'll run this guy more straight.
Yeah, and this cage is, how wide is this cage up top right now? It's like 40 something?
35.
35, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go to about 40 on the
yeah.
top tube, so that's gonna open it up. This is the white and blue model. I kind of selected this one because I hadn't seen one yet. Pretty cool car. It came from Coin Power Sports. Kind of local to me, but not really. They delivered it. Again, it's got the factory live valve system in it, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna ditch the exhaust. We're kind of like thinking right now off the bat that it's ugly.
Yeah, they all have a little bit of ugly.
They all have a little. This one's got a lot of bit of ugly.
So they're trying.
They are, but they didn't leave us room right here to put a spare, or even up top for a flip-up spare. It's too narrow. Like, I don't even think this tire fits in there, to be honest. We have some ideas. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I would like to see this fender fold out, with everything folding out, ditching this shark fin light thing that's bolted onto the real tail light. Maybe ditching the box itself. I don't know yet. We're gonna get into that, because it's just supported by some aluminum. Maybe widen this car out, make it look hot.
Yeah.
I mean, the stance is gonna be wide. It already looks kind of silly. Definitely skinny. We've got a Trinity exhaust to go on it. Probably a tuner. Gonna do some rear bumpers, or maybe we do a back half. We'll see. He wants it hot, like hot meaning really hot. And I'm okay with doing, if the customer wants something super custom, then we can figure this out fairly easy. Obviously he wants what he wants, and we're gonna give him what he wants. With a lot of style.
Style is key.
Style, function, and safety.
Got a little backup camera right here.
Yeah, it's got a backup camera. We're probably gonna have to move. No biggie.
No biggie.
No biggie. This is the trunk they left us with, which is awesome. One of the things I do like about Polaris is the trunk space. But for some reason on this car, it's not right, you know what I mean? Make sure I got that camera right, so sorry guys, bear with us.
Are you getting all new belts?
All new harnesses, PRP seats. He picked out some PRP GT3 seats. We're gonna do a custom design on those, custom stitch. Probably put some heated seats into that as well. PRP harnesses, PRP door bags. So I did order door bags for this off of a Turbo S. So no one makes a bag yet for this car. They don't make anything for this car other than the HCR suspension and an exhaust. So we're gonna incorporate a set of 4 PRP knee knocker Turbo S door bags into the frames, so he has more storage inside. That's the idea. He wants storage in the car, not outside of the car. Multiple reasons. One, we can get the weight down low. So by by ditching all this stuff inside, which is, we're gonna ditch the seats, but they're gonna be replaceable. If we want them back in, customer can put them back in. We're gonna create like an aluminum lightweight box, put a Yeti cooler in the center. We're gonna put Rotopack stacked up on this side to offset the weight if he's alone driving. And then on that side is gonna be a tool bag and for his luggage, because he wants to go from point A to point B to point C, 4 or 5 day trip in Mexico. So this car is being built specifically for the customer's needs and wants and his size, and what he's gonna do with the car. But if he wants to then get rid of the car, everything can snap back in. So that's another goal. It's pretty cool.
Is this, yeah? This was this model, it's just a...
That's their new seatbelt design.
Right, obviously it comes with
yeah,
a standard.
So the standard model has that over, but they have the new, so the new Polaris is, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'll take you off. Starting to become a trend here.
I mean, they got sternum straps.
Yeah, so it's a sternum strap system.
Stitched in left.
Stitched in and hooks there, but then it's also got a double waist belt. Did you see that? So it goes over your leg and over your waist. And it's the auto buckle. It's pretty cool. I mean, and it is quick release, so that is kind of cool from the factory. I didn't even notice that. Pretty cool. You can see the retracting device is down here. All that's going away though, so we're gonna get rid of that. That's going away. We don't know yet because the customer's tall and he selected an extra wide seat, so it's 2 more inches. We're gonna have to figure out the room. We may need to make a new center console. Obviously, no one makes a Rugged Radio's intercom faceplate kit yet. It's not out yet, but by the time this car is done being built, it could be out. It's got some cool storage, you know. It's for your goggles, I guess. You got your Rockford Fosgate speakers here. And this is all for your aftermarket switches, like from Ecstasy, which we may end up using Ecstasy switches in here. He's got a lot of things going on. This is your Polaris Dynamics ride control and your screen and your stereo system right here. It's a cool car from the factory, but it's not that cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool though. We're gonna knock the fugly off this thing. One more time. And everything we do on this, the cage will be available at utvsource.com. A lot of the parts on this car will be available, but some of these things on this car, guys, keep in mind, they are going to be custom because this is a custom build for this customer. So we're gonna handle it. I think, what do you think? 2 months?
Yeah, knocked out.
2 months.
You know, we got to get the seats, I would think, because maybe we might have to nip this bad boy off down here and have to bow it out.
Yep, we're gonna have to do a lot of things. Yeah, I think 2 months is fair. So some people are gonna go, 2 months, that's a long time. Well, guys, guess what? Nothing exists for this car. Nothing. There's no cages for this car yet. They haven't even made seat systems for this car yet. They don't make door bags. They don't make suspension other than HCR's kit. Nothing's available. So 2 months to create something, then jig it up so it could go into production for everyone else is not a lot of time. And that's getting it powder coated, assembled, and dialed in. So the customer on this is not in a rush. He wants it done right, and he wants it done once. So we got a big build here.
Yeah,
pretty much. We got some ideas. We're gonna bang them out, but you guys stay tuned. This one's gonna be really cool and a lot of fun. I love working with Thad on cars. He's very creative and he's got the eye, and we tend to work well together. So I enjoy this a lot because now Thad and I get to spend the customer's money and put our flip on it, and it's not gonna look like this for much longer. So we're gonna get cracking on this thing. and we'll get back to it, and we'll have updates on this, on the stories for you guys on our social media channel, Instagram. It's gonna be fun. Let's cut it up, Dad.
Do it. Saws with grinders.
That's it.